Namaste everyone. Thank you for joining in yet another video on this channel. And in today's video, I'll be discussing a very fundamental topic which is not really addressed by people around us. Or, there's a lot of misinformation in this regard, and that is the the effect of eclipses or grahan, you know, in each of our lives. And when eclipses are around the corner, you will see a lot of misinformation being spread through various known and reputed social media handles regarding things which have no relation to eclipses as such. Okay, because eclipses are not read in the usual way, which in how people read charts, and I'll be doing two detailed videos on one on the solar eclipse and one on the lunar eclipse very soon. Okay, but this video is in this video I'll be trying to address a very fundamental question as to who are the people who would be most affected by the eclipse. Okay, and remember, the effects of an eclipse are long lasting. Okay, so if you are amongst those people who will be affected by the eclipses, then you must understand that if you're affected by the solar eclipse, the events are going to unfold for the next 5 years. And if you are being affected by lunar eclipse, the events are going to unfold for the next 18 years. Okay. So a lunar eclipse is more, it's more intense than a solar eclipse. And it goes actually because, the Vedic astrology is primarily based on the moon, on the position of the moon, on the mind. And grahan is always happening on the mental level. Okay. So to answer this question as to who is going to be affected by the eclipse, we have to understand two things. Number one, which is the sign in which the eclipse is happening, and are your sun or moon in the same sign and the same nakshatra where the eclipse is happening. Okay, so if you want to know, if you want to know whether you will be affected by a particular eclipse, you have to first find out on which sign your sun is placed, and in which nakshatra the sun is placed, and in which sign your moon is placed, and in which nakshatra the moon is placed. And if you know these positions, then you can easily determine whether you'll be affected by an eclipse or not. Okay, say in this upcoming lunar eclipse on the not the upcoming day, they just concluded lunar eclipse, which happened on the 14th of March this year. So the eclipse happened in the sign of Virgo in Uttara Phalguni nakshatra. Okay, so if your moon is in Virgo, you are going to be affected by it, and particularly if your moon is in Uttara Phalguni nakshatra, you are certainly going to be affected by it. Okay. Now, similarly, there is an upcoming solar eclipse on the 29th of this month of March, and again, if you look at the astrological combinations, the solar eclipse is happening in the sign of Pisces, the Uttar Bhadrapada nakshatra. Okay, so if your sun is in Pisces, certainly you're going to be affected by it. And if your sun is particularly in Uttar Bhadrapada Nakshatra, you are most certainly going to be affected by the eclipse. Okay. And as I said, the effect of an eclipse is going to play out for several years. For a solar eclipse, the effect plays out for 5 years. For a lunar eclipse, it plays out for 18 years. So it's not, eclipses cannot be predicted by a single reel, 1 minute reel, or a 1 minute Facebook short. Okay, you need a detailed analysis. And as promised, I'll do a detailed analysis on eclipse and how they affect all of us, and which are the people who will be primarily affected by an eclipse. So wait for those videos, and I hope I've been able to answer this very fundamental question of whether you're going to be affected by an eclipse or not. It has nothing to do with visibility. Okay, an eclipse may or may not be visible over the place where you are residing right now, but if your sun or moon is in that particular sign or particular rashi or particular nakshatra where the eclipse is happening, then most certainly you are going to be affected by it. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. Please spread this video amongst your friends and family to cut through the misinformation and the fear that is being spread in the name of Vedic astrology. And I'll see you soon in my videos on eclipses. Thank you so much for watching. Namaste. Om Guruve Namaha.